Hey there, and welcome back to another video. Learning jazz improvisation can be really difficult, but it's made even more difficult by people online who overcomplicate things. They try to speak over your head, say you have to practice 8,000 hours and 5,000 exercises before you can ever get up on stage. I'm here to simplify things for you and make things a little easier for you. That's why I started a new series here called Quick Tips. What I'm going to be doing in this series is just giving you bite-sized videos, bite-sized lessons, just one topic, shorter videos, so it can be things that you put into practice right away, right after the lesson video ends. My goal is that before even next week's video, because I post videos every Friday at noon Eastern time, before I post the next week's video, you can actually implement this into your practicing and even into your playing when you go to improvise, whether that's with friends at home, with a backing track, or at a jam session, or even on a gig somewhere. Like always, there is a PDF worksheet completely free to you that goes along with this lesson video. The only thing you need to do to get it is go to the top of the description down below, click that link, or you can click the link in the pinned comment, or you can just go directly to davepollack.com/quicktips1. That's QUICKTIPS and then the number 1. Really quick before I get into the PDF and into the lesson where I teach you a really simple triad that you can play to create an amazing sound. It's my favorite sound over a dominant chord. I just want to let you know that I'm running a sale right now on our PDF package, How to Hang on a Jazz Standard with Ryan Devlin and myself. From now until next Friday, July 5th, you can get it 20% off using code SUMMER, SUMMER. This 20% off sale is good for both PDF packages. The one is just the regular package, which you get all the etudes, you get the backing tracks, and you get the audio files. The other one includes all of that, plus we add analysis videos where Ryan and myself break down our etudes over all 10 of the standards. Pick it up today by going to davepollack.com/store, use code SUMMER, get 20% off by next Friday. All right, without any further ado, let's jump in the PDF and get this lesson rolling. All right, now we're inside of the worksheet, and do not freak out when you see the title, Dominant 13 Flat 9 Worksheet. Yes, that's just what we're going to be doing today, but I promise you it's going to be super simple. Let's dive into it. First, we're going to be talking about a long 2-5-1 in B flat major. If you don't know what a long 2-5-1 is or a 2-5-1 at all, I have a bunch of videos on my jazz improvisation playlist in the description below. Check it out. I go into it in extraordinary detail. I'm not going to do that here. So what we're going to be doing is altering this chord, the 5 chord. That's where most of the color is going to come when you have some tension and release. And especially if you're newer to adding color to your playing, this is going to be the spot to do it. What we're basically going to do is turn that chord into this big scary chord here. Do you have to know what that is? Sort of, but don't worry about it. These are the exact notes of this chord. But here's all you need to know. Are you ready? Over an F7 chord, play a D major triad. That's it. Over an F7 chord, play a D major triad, add those notes in, and you will get a great sound. The D major triad is D, F sharp, A. The D is the 13 of F7. The F sharp, also called G flat, is the flat 9 of F7. And the A is the 3rd of F7. Sure, that's just 3 notes. Why does it work? Well, here's why. It sounds good. I really like the sound of it. I've heard other people play it years ago, and when I transcribed the line, I was like, wait a minute, that sounds like this triad. As an instrument, saxophone, that can only play one note at a time, we can't play chords over chords. But if you play a chord, 3 notes or 4 notes in a row in succession over top of another chord, it's almost going to sound like we're superimposing chords over top of one another, and that's what you get here, and it creates a really cool sound. What is that really cool sound? Well, I'm going to play you a couple examples right now. I wrote out 2 long 2-5-1s for you using that D major triad over the F7. You could see it right here. You could see it in this entire measure here, all the notes there in the triad. And here's what these 2 lines sound like. Pretty cool, right? It's so simple, but it adds such a nice sound to it. And the idea here is not that we're just playing flat 9 or just playing the 13 or just playing the 3rd. It's those 3 notes in combination with one another over top of this chord is what gets you the sound. That's why I'm saying don't just think about the alterations or the notes, think about the major triad. So this works over short 2-5-1s as well. And for my terminology, a short 2-5-1 is just 2 beats of the 2 chord, 2 beats of the 5 chord, and then the resolution. So you could see it here where I play the D major triad. I just add this little E flat in the middle there between the D and the F sharp. And then here, it's just right there. There's the triad. Here's what these 2 short 2-5-1s sound like. All right, how simple is that? It's a really cool sound. I use it all the time, and it really is as simple as just playing that triad over the dominant chord. You don't have to think about the 13, the flat 9, all that stuff. You just think F7 is D major triad. Now, this means, sure, if you play in other keys, you're going to have to do a little bit of transposition. So if it's G7, you're going to play an E major triad. You could think of it as either play the major triad based on the 6th of that dominant chord. So for example, F7, the 6th of F is D, or go down a minor third. Or you can think, okay, the 2-5-1 is in the key of B flat, the 3rd of B flat is D, so I'll play that triad. However you get to those 3 notes, that's the best way for you to do it. Now, once you practice those lines that I wrote out, maybe you write out some lines of your own. What I really recommend doing, and something that I love doing to really solidify a sound into my playing, is put on a backing track and just use that sound over and over and over again. I'm now going to play you a recording of me doing that. It's a long 2-5-1 in concert B flat major, and every time I get to the F7, I'm going to be thinking about that D major triad. Yes, I'm going to be adding some other notes here and there in between, around it, whatever, but if you listen very closely, especially after hearing those other lines that I wrote out, you should be able to pick out that D major triad every single time I play it. Check it out. All right, there you go. That's how you add this really cool sound to your playing. It is very simple. It is as simple as I'm making it seem. So good luck, practice it this week, and let me know how it works out for you. Be sure to grab the PDF worksheet that goes along with this lesson video, davepollack.com/quicktips1. That's the number 1. Also, go to davepollack.com/store and pick up How to Hang on a Jazz Standard today. Either the PDF packages are now 20% off if you use code SUMMER. If there's a specific tip you want to see me give in this quick tip series, please let me know in the comments down below. I want to give you the videos and the lessons on things that you want to learn about. So I have a lot of ideas, but if you have some specific ones that you want to see me teach, definitely let me know in the comments below and I will get to those. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.